In many countries, family farmers often own less than 1 hectare of land. When farmers depend on a common irrigation infrastructure and work only for their immediate household needs without considering their neighbors, this can have serious consequences, as farmers from Egypt explain.
In
the past, we work in collective rotations, all planting the same crops. This reduced the risk of flooding each other's land and made collective marketing easier. Today, everyone is working alone, choosing different crops and varieties that have conflicting irrigation schedules, so crops can be ruined. When we don't work together, we ruin each other's land and crops.
While many farmers may be reluctant at first to align their business goals, to pool their resources and ultimately their land with other farmers, for many it is becoming a necessity. That is especially true for neighboring farmers. As collective irrigation canals deteriorate over time, farmers waste resources and efforts in simple daily tasks. With increasing scarcity and degradation of water quality, farmers must pay attention to improve water use. While irrigation creates a pressing need to collaborate, there exists many opportunities to improve water use by working as a group, as we will learn in this video from smallholder farmers in Upper Egypt. To start a new group, all members need to have a common interest. When you engage your neighbors and family members, make sure that everyone understands that working together involves some organizational costs. As your group gains experience and improves its management, coordination costs will decrease and work becomes easier. Discuss with your group what collective works can increase water use efficiency. Technologies such as laser leveling and mechanized raised beds are easier to access when you rent machinery as a group. If you decide to consolidate your land with your neighbors, you can create visible landmarks to determine where one's land ends and another begins.
إذا كنت أنا عاوز ناخد إنتاج عالي في زرعي وما عنديش استعداد نكلفها التكلفة دي، فإحنا اتفقنا كمجموعة مع بعضينا أو رابطة، ولما جت جمعية اتفقت معاها بالنسبة لي كأمين صندوق.
As a treasurer of the NGO, I can collect money from all the farmers to rent machinery, such as the laser leveler that gives better harvest. Each farmer benefits from land leveling when it's done collectively. This reduces costs and increases profits.
معروفة قد إيه بس بالنسبة للحرات والتسوية كلها مع بعضه عشان التكلفة أقل وفي نفس الوقت سوينا حراتنا وسوينا الليزر الإنتاج بيزيد أكتر.
لأنه إحنا زي بعض، لو في واحد بياخد 10 جنيه الثاني هياخد 15 ليه؟ هيحصل فيه الاختلاف.
We work as equals or else there might be conflict. That is why we all agreed that our work is voluntary. Generally, we ask farmers that they dedicate 2 hours of time after work hours.
الجمعية متحملة الأمر المالي، لكن الجهد والوقت إحنا بنقول له تعالى بعد عملك ادينا ساعتين في الجمعية.
You may consider formalizing your collaboration by establishing a company, a local NGO, or a water user association. But this may come over time. Better start with simply meeting fellow farmers and listening to each other's concerns and ideas. To organize the first meetings amongst neighboring farmers, anyone who wants can take the initiative. But it often helps that a local leader takes the first step, or a well-respected family who are willing to take the risk to demonstrate collective benefits.
لمينا احنا من الأربعة الكمية المال اللي هم عاوزينه وردناها في البنك ويعني احنا
We collected from 4 farmers the money required to line the canal, even though the canal lining included 25 farmers. The other farmers promised to pay, but delayed it, maybe as they were still unsure. We pursued the work and invested the money in the canal lining. After 10 days, when the canal was used for the first time, the skeptical farmers saw the improvement in irrigation and became convinced, so they paid their share.
روى أول رأي به اقتنع انتهت القصة معه
في شيء طوبة طلعت المسقى ده المكان.
There is not a brick used in lining the canal that we did not lay ourselves. We work to make this project happen because we believe it will bring us benefits. At first, the idea of making a solar water pump was scary to some farmers, as they found it hard to believe it would provide a stable water supply. Now that we use solar energy, we see it's even better than electricity.
الصيد فيها دي أفضل من الكهرباء كمان.
As a group of neighboring farmers, it is also easier to ensure fair water distribution when you harmonize your crop rotations.
بدأنا إن احنا نقنع الناس إن يكون عندنا مساحات كبيرة.
We started to discuss the benefit of consolidating our land to plant one crops, as many maize farmers suffered losses due to pests. It was easy to convince people to plant sorghum. We started consolidating that summer 14 hectares, and by the winter this increased to 24 hectares.
فالحمد لله في الذرة الرفيعة زرعنا 55 فدان.
Once you have all established a strong foundation for group work, it is time to create a group structure that allows you to function effectively. If it is your first time working as a group, you may want to seek support from a local NGO, extension officer, cooperative, or public institution to help establish your management and communication procedures. If you're already part of a formal organization in your community, the collective farming strategies and work can be integrated into a similar structure. While you may all agree on the benefits of voluntary contributions, from the very start you must also agree on how the group will make decisions and deal with possible conflict amongst members. Your group must write down and share the internal regulations. For example, to avoid a lack of commitment, you may decide to impose penalties on members who do not respect their responsibilities. The right to collective benefits must depend on sustained individual efforts.
أو هو ما عندش استعداد يشتغل أو هو مش فايق لنا يبقى هنشوف اللي يشتغل.
If someone is not fulfilling his role or does not work well, we can replace him. Community work requires a lot of effort. When you join, you know that you are contributing your time and serving your community. It is not work for money.
أو هنشتغل في مكان ما وما مفيدش حد وراي.
Good groups have a clear role division. Spell out the roles and responsibilities of the members. Vote for a leader, secretary, and treasurer. It is this core team that will keep the group running and that documents the group work. This includes writing meeting minutes and financial reports. If additional roles are assigned, for instance for maintaining collective pumps or canals, all members must agree on the salaries or budgets for collective services, goods or infrastructure.
بصراحة الدور بيبقى إنك أنت بتكون باذل مجهود أكبر.
Your role in the group is determined by your previous effort. If you're actively involved in working together and awareness raising among peers, no one would dispute your leadership role. But this role is just for organizing the group. All members collectively own the pump, from the smallest to the largest land owner. We all benefit and manage the pump.
لأنه دي بتاعته وهو بيروي بيها بقى بتاعته. مستفيد منها.
يعني احنا ممكن يكون على المسقى بتاع 40 50 60 مزارع على حسب مثال نختار 9.
In a group of 40 to 60 farmers, we choose 9 or 10 people as leaders who will be well respected in their action and decision making. In our community, we managed to line many canals, and more farmers are replicating this after seeing the benefits. It may create some additional cost, but you will benefit and you will save water.
حتى ولو مكلفة أنا مستفيد وفي توفير مية يعني ترشيد مية.
The more regularly your group meets and dedicates time to collective strategies, the more you build trust amongst each other. It then becomes easier to share your plans for the crops you want to grow and also to propose new crops or new technologies to the group.
I am naturally interested in research and extension. I often ask our extension workers to bring new books to read. Recently, I have been learning about soybeans and see that their market is growing. If I like a new idea, I request the seed and make small trials on my land. I invite other farmers to see what I am doing, and they often replicate when they see good results.
بيقتنعوا بكلامي بينفذوه.
In this video, we have learned that a group must be established around shared interest, such as making more efficient use of water.
الابن لما يشوف ابوه متحد في رابطه.
When our sons see their fathers in farmer groups having a good attitude, they will learn this good thing from them and grow up replicating it, further benefiting the community.
وتستفيد البلد منه احسن واحسن.
Anyone can take the lead and propose neighbors to work together for the benefit of your family and your community. Engage your neighbors to jointly improve irrigation infrastructure and explore how certain farming practices and collective crop rotations can help save water. Establish roles and internal regulations to set the foundations for decision-making on roles and responsibilities, collective investments, selection of crops, and exploration of market opportunities. Develop yourself and your group by testing new practices. Continue to learn and develop your skills. You may want to establish a local NGO or a farmers association. But if this is too difficult, you can start by collaborating with your neighbors informally.
فأنت أي إنسان.
To every person, don't wait for change. Take the initiative and try it step by step. Anyone wanting to make a positive change, start small and with good intention, and many small efforts, you will see the benefits over time.
اتخذت خطوة إيجابية للأمام.